Hey, good morning. Peace and blessings. Today, I want to talk about a few things. Specifically to the ones that are on a chosen one path of spirituality, of spiritual warfare, of high vibrational frequencies, whatever you want to call it. A lot of people are gonna see the light that you carry, and be intimidated, envious, jealous, angry, a lot of emotions, because you are a physical reflection of their insecurities, of their sins, of their weaknesses, of a lot of things, because they don't understand that God has chosen you for a higher call. You have to be set apart. You have to cloak yourself with the armor of God. You have to rely on God alone. Your family, friends, relationships, work associates, neighbors, they will go against you. They will plot against you. They will scheme against you because they don't have the light. People don't care about God. They don't, they're just narcissistic, and whatever somebody else wants that they can't have, they'll try to destroy. So you have to be set apart. You have to be cautious of your association. God says guard your association, and you just have to. It's just an inevitability of being chosen, of being on a high vibrational spiritual journey. It is what it is. You're here for a higher calling to bring people closer to God, and the devil and his agents will send things your way in the physical realm through the spiritual realm to stop it, shake you up, a lot of things. Just fear God. You have to realize that in this physical world, there's nothing to fear about God. God created the devil. He created the angels. They have fallen, and they seek to conquer. They seek to devour. They want to bring as many people with them as possible. And just like a narcissist, they seek to destroy. That sounds like Satan to me. He seeks to destroy anything good. Narcissistic people destroy anything good they come across. But anything bad, anything, a narcissist and a narcissist could be in a relationship and be fully functioning because they're both evil, they're both wicked, they're both sinful. They don't see any wrong in each other. We're empaths, we're empathic, we have empathy. We can connect with people on a higher level. We can read people on a higher level. We have spiritual gifts. Seek wisdom is the most important thing in this world. Seek wisdom through God, through Yahweh. Read the King James Version Bible. Seek wisdom. Cloak yourself with the armor of God. People will do their best to try to destroy you, even though God won't allow it, and they know that. But they'll seek their best to try to deter you from realizing that. As you grow up, as you mature in your spiritual journey, they'll do their best, their best to try to deter you from realizing that God controls this world. Because a lot of people are demonic vessels since 2020, and they have demonic handlers who feed them information, about you, your whereabouts, a lot of things. It's spiritual. It's a spiritual warfare. And people seek to devour. Me personally, I went through things from adolescent years to now, through spiritual warfare. I'm just more aware that it's spiritual warfare. It doesn't really bother me anymore, but in the beginning of my spiritual journey, I didn't really understand. I couldn't comprehend, so it did deter me for a while. Now I just understand, it's just spiritual warfare, but not everybody is at that level yet to understand what's going on, and I seek to enlighten people, whoever's chosen. If you're chosen, it's most likely you don't fit in. It's most likely you're probably introverted. You don't fit in. You step into a room, people, give you weird vibes. Sometimes you walk in the street, people stare at you meanly because it's the demonic spirits that's behind them that hate you. You know, sometimes people could even be looking at you with an evil grin because it's that demon in them that sees you, that hates you, because you can bring people closer to God. People don't understand. They don't have spiritual awareness. They don't have spiritual knowledge to understand that they are demonic vessels. And sometimes they do. It's like I say, it's like a toss-up. It's 50-50. Some people know, some people don't. You know? And it just is what it is since 2020. You know? It's a test we're going through spiritually to see who will pass and get to heaven. And the F grade is going to hell. It's not, you know, people's going to make it seem like a sinful life is the best, but they're all miserable. If you have spiritual discernment, you can see it in the spirit. They're all miserable. Nobody living a sinful life, nobody on planet Earth that's living a sinful life is ever happy. Ever in their lives. It's all a trap. It's all a hoax. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's all to get you to join them. They seek to dim your light. Don't let no one dim your light. Don't fall for the hate, the envious, jealous, you know, wicked, you know, schemes. You know, people will use a bunch of tactics to deter you from your spiritual purpose. You know, be on your purpose. Get close to God. Cloak yourself with the armor of God. Get close to Yahweh. Because these are the end times. The mark of the beast is here. And Satan is more scared than ever. Because his time is short. It's time now. If you don't fit in, if you're introverted, if people are always crossing you, you know, going against you, they always got something to say about you, you don't even bother them, and they're most likely demonic vessels. And they either understand and they don't care, or they don't understand. And they're being puppeted, you know, by the main ventriloquist, you know, the devil. It's his agenda to bring as much people to hell as possible. You know, we weren't put on this earth, you know, to just live a YOLO lifestyle and just, you know, and just have fun all the time. You know, we're God's creation. It's serious. You know, people nowadays are scornful. They curse God all the time. You know, they hate each other. You know, they're in groups of thousands and they all hate each other. They're living sinful lives. You know, every day, 24/7. You know, they're demonic vessels. So you know, they're doing things to hurt each other in a loop. You know, and they're gonna try to convince you with the best of their ability to join that team. But you as a chosen one have to be on your purpose. You have to understand that it's just a demonic agenda. It's just what they're supposed to do, or what they're told to do by the demonic handlers, whether they understand it or not. You know, most people, you know, are under the spirit of Jezebel, and Jezebel is an emotional, dominating spirit. It tries to attack your emotions. So from my point of view, I would say just be numb to it. Just understand that people are just gonna BS you at least 9.9% of the time. You just have to just get used to it, you know, and just get close to God and just do that, and that'll make you happy. God has made me happier than anything I ever had on this planet, ever in life. Just the fact that I'm close to God, and I can help people get closer to God, and that makes me happy every day. I don't really need nothing else. You know, my family cross me, relationships cross me, you know, work associates, you know, neighbors, you know, people I don't know, you know, and it's just inevitability of being the light of this world. And you might be. And if you are, and if you feel like you are, or if you don't know, you know, this is just my interpretation of what you may go through, what you will go through, most likely, depending on, you know, the level of spirituality that you possess right now. Me personally, I was of a lower spiritual level maybe like a year or two ago, and now the devil, you know, is attacking me in high frequencies because I've ascended, you know, to higher spiritual levels, and he just doesn't know what to do with me. He's confused because it's God. Only God can see. The devil can use his agents to watch you and assume what you're gonna do, but only God can see in your heart. That's why he chose you. God knows how you're gonna react. God knows what you feel. God knows what you're thinking. The devil cannot know that unless you let him in. And if you're chosen, or you're set apart, you most likely have not given the devil any access to you. So they don't really know what to do with you. So just get ready. It's gonna be a lot of people are gonna talk about you. People are gonna try to get under your skin. People are gonna try to push fear into you. Fear is of the devil. Fear is what the devil does. Fear is the spirit of the devil. The devil pushes fear. People are living in fear 24/7. They just know how to act it off. Demonic vessels. They just know how to act. They deserve an Oscar how much they acted off. But they're living in fear, constant fear of everything. And if you have spiritual discernment, you see it through them, but they just don't understand that you see it through them. So they're just gonna continue on, with their demonic assignments, the games, the gossiping. It's just gonna make it easy for you. So never fear. Just go through it. Get your stripes. And you'll be numb to it. After a while, and it'll work out for you. God will bless you. God puts you through tests in this life. You need to make sure you're really with him. He has to test your spirit like Job. In the Bible, Job was a man who was rich. He had everything. And the devil went to him and said, if I do A, B, C, and D, just to paraphrase, he will curse you. And God said, okay. And Job didn't curse God. He lost everything. And he was blessed with more than he ever had. And that's what us as chosen ones have to go through. You all have to go through our Job period. It's called, or you can refer to as the wilderness period, where God throws you to the wolves to see if you're ready for your blessing. So don't get scared. If you're going through spiritual attacks, it's just time for your blessing. You have to realize it's time for your blessing. The devil knows. The devil